Acme VR only supports the use of the Super VR stick. Oh, really? I have to use... Hang on, let me plug it in. Fuck. The game's not gonna work if I don't take their proprietary controller. Okay, so this is a business meeting simulator, and it requires the use of the Super VR stick. So I'm just gonna get the game started now. This video is in stereoscopic 3D. You can change modes or switch to 2D in the player settings. If the video is playing wrong, click the first link in the description to watch with YouTube's Flash Player, which has even more 2D and 3D options. If you're on Mac or mobile, click the second link in the description to watch this video. Why am I still doing a video on this? I thought I had everything covered in the last video. It was a fun, positive video with a few good jokes. Offered even my eternal gratitude to Oculus. Go figure. This is so ironic. I'd like to, by the way, thank Dementia and Species 8472 for sort of having set a spark and lit a spark that made me check out more of the titles on Oculus Store. Look, I'm not a freaking rich corporation. I'm not gonna go and spend even $300 worth of games in one shot to babysit Oculus and see if everything they deliver works properly. But it's really ironic that in my last video I said this. On that front, they are selling you a list of games that you know will work with your headset. No bullshit, no compromise. I buy Vanishing of Ethan Carter from the Oculus Store. I know it says gamepad required there, but it also said that for Pinball FXVR, and I was able to use that with the keyboard, and I had to see that to believe it. And I started the game, and keyboard ain't responding. So we're gonna do this? Is this what we're gonna be doing? Or we're gonna go full retard? We're gonna fucking require a gamepad on a free roam first person view game. This is what we're doing here. A fucking full out retard. Corporate circle jerk without any fucking explanation whatsoever. Complete bullshit. I buy a title and the first thing is bullshit. So no, you can't go on Oculus Home and buy something bullshit free. You're guaranteed to get bullshit right off the bat, because it looks like they took Oculus and they surrounded it with this bullshit gamepad crap. And I'm furious about this because I trusted Oculus. One of the reasons I was positive in my initial summary is because I only tried one title. I got lucky with it. I managed to find keyboard support in it, so that didn't become an issue. And go figure, I thought the biggest worry of mine was the monoscopic mirror image, the 2D mirror image. It is not, man. They're not letting me control the games the way I'm supposed to be able to control them. Look, you're an emerging technology, like the new guy in town, and you need to make an impression on people. Double that, because there's sort of a stigma that comes with VR that we will have to surmount. The stigma is based on stupid things. I'll give you an example. People think that because you're wearing a headset and look kind of silly during your gameplay, that it diminishes the value of the gameplay itself. That your appearance will change the game experience is absolutely dumb, but it's a reality we have to face, and the stigma we're gonna have to surmount. And you pull a 2-for-1. You come in and not only barge in with this new technology that needs to be accepted, but you also go, oh yeah, and you know that control method that you really love and really got used to? You can't use that. Why? Because you're the new guy in town and you're already trying to call the shots. That will not be welcome at all, anywhere. That makes no freaking sense. So, This is akin, this is a corporate circle jerk, akin to when Google Plus was merged with YouTube. When too many corporate individuals get together and circle jerk, something retarded that makes no sense comes out. And not just that, it actually harms the corporation itself. This is we got this all over again. Microsoft, Facebook, and Oculus circle jerking this fucking gamepad requirement out at random, at pure random, and it will hurt them terribly. It will really hurt them. Here's what bothers me the most. You may tell I'm around the edges, I'm a little salty when I game, especially a game that I like Shadow Warrior or Descent Underground or the racing. I like to offer a good performance when I play something that I'm particularly good at. It's less so with the casual stuff, the stuff that I knowingly will tell you, like, I'm getting into this, I'm not good at this, but I want to try it. I'll be much more casual in my approach. But when I play something that I like and I know I can be good at, I want to be good at it. If you force me to use a gamepad, I will be fucking horseshit at every game I play. Everything I'm good at, I'm gonna be really fucking bad at all of a sudden. You are asking me to ruin my own gaming experience to shreds. Go look at my Descent Underground video, watch that gameplay, and tell me I could have done that on a gamepad with no gamepad experience whatsoever. I was able to pick up that game, put my hands on my controls, and slap the shit out of people around. Got my ass kicked by one guy a little bit because it was really good, but I think I played really well over there. I would not have been able to come within 10% of that level of performance had I been forced to use a gamepad. You can't go to players and have us change random shit that have nothing to do with VR. Now, I was exchanging emails with Oculus to get my pre-order canceled until earlier today my boss calls me or talking about stuff that I have to do. And I mentioned to him on the site, by the way, I hope you and your wife got your headsets because I'm canceling my pre-order. He said, no, don't. He's gonna take the headset. So what I did instead is I just basically moved on and also ordered a Vive. So as far as I know, I will be the owner of a Vive headset. My Oculus will likely mostly be at the office and mostly serve for work-related development. So I might borrow it to finish up Interleave VR on the Oculus side. But that's it. And if it's a problem with Oculus that I'm gonna support the mouse and keyboard in my game, then they can go fuck themselves. You guys are fucking idiots with your gamepad requirement. And it's clear that they're actually telling developers not to support, to remove the option. I am about to cover Apollo 11 VR. I've already done the footage, and you're gonna see in there that I got keyboard and mouse options that I use frequently. That's because I'm running the SteamVR version. I also ran the Oculus version and was stunned, just awestruck to find out that all those keyboard options, all those mouse options, they've been removed, pulled out from the Oculus version. It's like Oculus is asking developers, remove your keyboard support. That is bullshit. And I have been in this VR movement since 2013, late 2013. It's been almost 3 years now. I've had so much trust in Oculus. This is probably what led me to give such a positive opinion of Oculus 1.3 in my last video, because I trusted them. I didn't feel like I had to go through the entire library and check if I was gonna get fucked over. And it turns out I got fucked over. And this is such a simplistic nature of fuck over that I cannot trust these people anymore. You cannot trust these people. They cannot be trusted. They have just betrayed the entire gaming community. Everyone who's been hanging out with them for the last 3 years, tagging along, investing a lot of energy, you have betrayed all of us, Oculus. And if you like to play with a gamepad, and you're watching this, maybe you have a negative opinion of what I'm saying because you're offended because I'm talking against gamepads. I'm not talking against gamepads. I'm definitely not talking against gamepad support. Think of what I said about the keyboard and mouse, that I couldn't play a game if you didn't let me play with the keyboard and mouse like Descent Underground. I would suck at it with a gamepad. What if you took 5 years to get used with a gamepad and I suddenly said, nah, no gamepads, just keyboard and mouse? You'd be equally pissed off right now. The support is there. The gamepad support is there. The other support gets removed. We need this to be... All I want is a properly functioning VR headset of the new generation. Can I please get that? Can I just cut through all the fucking bullshit and get myself a functional VR headset? I don't care about your controllers. I already have means of controlling my game. See, I could give shit to SteamVR for the same thing, tossing in $400 motion controls in their kit that I will not want. I'm not saying that I won't like them. In fact, I'll say the complete opposite. I will probably love them. You're gonna see me try them on broadcast. I will probably love them, but don't expect me to use them very often. This is not practical for gaming. I like my experience seated, max about 140-degree rotation angle, and I really feel in control with my mouse and keyboard. The motion controls will take me out of my bubble. I'll try to get... Imagine playing Ark with motion controls. Seriously, it'd take you 3 hours to build a piece of wall, because you gotta go down and chop 50 frickin' trees, and then, oh god, my arm's tired. You take a break, and then you get all sweaty in your headset. Come on. The only part I can tolerate that is driving, because at least you're not moving in the process. You can just let yourself sweat, you know? But really, I think that the VR motion controls being forced in the kit is another drag on the entry of VR on the market. It's gonna make it even more difficult. All these things that have nothing to do with virtual reality that are being forced on us are not positive to the entry of the movement. We need an option to just get a headset, because that is what I would want. I'm about to finish this, because yeah, no, earlier this is an emergency video. I rarely do videos on weekdays, especially during the day. I stopped everything I was doing and started making this video. I want to make a recommendation. Dementia, Species 8472, anybody who's reluctant about the current VR generation because of all this bullshit that gets intertwined. And I'm really afraid for VR now. I think it's in dire straits because of all this bullshit, and I think Oculus just put it on overdrive because they have pretty much lost my business to a great degree. And that gratitude, no man. Not when you come in and just force somebody to use something that's completely unnecessary for entirely commercial reason. That's fucking bullshit. Especially if we tagged along with you guys for 3 years. Complete bullshit. Species 8472, Dementia, anybody else who is reluctant to get into the current generation of VR because it's either too expensive, it's making you use controls you don't want to use, I recommend you get your hands on a DK2. Look, I'm gonna hope that this thing works for as long as it can in terms of software support, because it's possible that my Vive arrives quite later than the CV1 would have. So I will likely have to tag along with this guy for longer, and I don't mind. I'd rather get this resolution and the control method I want than get twice the pixel density but be forced to use something that is, to me, completely abhorrent. I'm not going to change that. So I really don't mind staying with this level of pixel density as long as I can play the games I want. You see me on this channel, I love this fucking thing. So to anybody who's reluctant, I recommend you try to find one of these on eBay. They're not going to cost you very much compared to the current generation of VR, and they'll give you a pretty good impression. Now, the resolution is obviously lesser than the current generation, but it'll help you develop, at least take the time to develop your VR legs and find out what you like in VR. And like I said a lot on this channel, personally, my preferred control method, the mouse yaw, is hard to get used to, but I recommend getting used to it. However, I'll tell you, on gamepad it's no easier. There's no particular advantage of using a gamepad to rotate your head over the mouse. They're exactly the same adaptation difficulty. In fact, I'm seeing comments lately and I find it so ironic. Everybody who's using gamepads, they're complaining of motion sickness with the stick. No shit. So that's not an excuse. It's not less discomfort at first rotating with a stick or a mouse. It's pretty much the same thing, and the stick is just less precise. It's the only difference. So that's it. Well, my recommendations, if you want to see VR, get a DK2. It looks like Oculus 1.3 will keep up support for a while, and it works with SteamVR, so you can sort of get an impression on the best of both worlds. So, and then you make your decision later on when obviously the market will have to adjust. This cannot continue. My big fear right now, before we go on to do other stuff and other very positive stuff, my main fear is that Oculus has less than 2 years to go. And behind that, there seems to be something strange going on. For them to blatantly just enforce gamepads like that, it's a bad idea. You can see right away that it's like alarm bells everywhere. I think Facebook will gut Oculus for profit. I do not think Facebook is serious about preserving the existence of Oculus. I think there's something shady going on back there, because this behavior is just clearly like them coming up to you and just saying, give us $850, okay, spread your legs a bit, so boom! Ah, my balls! Just kick you right in the balls. That's not the way you start a company, and I think they will fail. They will, if nothing changes. Oculus are, to me right now, press F for respects. I'm just saying. I want to say I hope I'm wrong, but if we're going to continue being like this, I hope I'm correct, frankly. I'm not interested in being imposed stuff other than what I like. This is not pertinent. I'm looking for a headset to play games in virtual reality. I'm not looking for a new control method. I didn't ask you for a new fucking control method, and you think you know better, a la Microsoft. So that's it. By the way, you might have noticed that this video is in stereoscopic 3D. Ooh, why is it in stereoscopic 3D? This is because we're about to do something fun. We're about to... I don't want to, go on broadcast and shit all over the screen and then leave you on a bitter note like that. It is... my view on VR is pretty sinister right now, and I think we need to do the video on a positive note now. I think we need to transition over, take it easy, and enjoy some good freaking gameplay. Oh, we're about to run a beauty with SteamVR. And before I proceed, I want to mention that I started the Oculus version of this title, and that third thing you see in the instructions there was not there. It was talking about a gamepad or an Oculus remote. So SteamVR adapted titles allow you to use the keyboard. This is really like an in-your-face, yes, Oculus are assholes.
I believe that this nation should commit itself.
We are about to embark in a gem called Apollo 11 VR. I've already tinkered with it a little bit and checked out what it has to offer. It is really cool. And I want to make another note. This title is in my library thanks to Eincrow. Yes, we're mentioning Eincrow again. Man, you're famous on my channel. You're a famous dude on my channel. Every, 3 videos I got something to say about him. He bought me this title, totally blindsided me with it. I almost feel like I have to hit him back at some point with something that's going to equally surprise him. But yeah, we always do that every now and then, even with Damantia and Eincrow. But this, thank you, Eincrow, man. This is actually really good. He expected it to be something that ended up being exactly what he expected it to be, if that makes sense. Now, you may notice I'm capturing in stereoscopic 3D. That is too thanks to SteamVR. They have mirror options, and you can toggle between monoscopic or stereoscopic. This is why this video has been in 3D so far. So, SteamVR starts off being keyboard friendly, mouse friendly, and stereo 3D productions friendly. You can't say that, you know, they're almost trying to, they're forcing themselves to do a good impression on me right now. They're starting to flatter me. Look, right now I need therapy, and SteamVR and Apollo 11 VR experience are my current therapists, and they're starting off on a really good step. Okay, I took interactive last time, and I'll do it again. There are parts that are really difficult, but I found them cool nonetheless. Now, it says best experience when wearing headphones. I'm not wearing headphones. I set this up rapidly because I was in sort of an emergency situation here with the Oculus thing, and I feel a little bad for having done a positive run so quickly on Oculus 1.3. I am stunned that I didn't find that out before, or at least hear more people screaming about this. As it needs to be known, this will hurt their business gravely. And if they're only getting positive support right now, it's because they're only getting it from a fanboy set that have been following them the whole time. They may have already alienated a part of these, and the consumers that they could potentially obtain right now aren't even giving feedback because they've just been turned away by the requirement. Or even by the presence of the gamepad, which makes no sense in my opinion. This is really cool. So I think it's right click to recenter, alright? And I can click to go in two different spots in this room, so I could actually feel like I'm watching it on TV. Or I could actually sit from here and have the full view of the room. This is running quite well. I just want to see if my positional is properly aligned. Yes, it is. It's running quite well. I think this is built on Unity, and what I like is that I'm capturing the Unity VR experience in stereoscopic 3D, so I don't look in doing that with my game.
And then less than 2 months ago.
And yes, to anyone who's wondering, I probably have no choice but to put SteamVR support in my game at this point. This is unbelievably cool. There's just a movie playing on the screen. I mean, the movie itself is not in 3D. And I think those airplanes are rather recent for a video. So were the cars for a video of the 1960s. This is the big speech, obviously. And I think this is actually really well made. It came out of nowhere. In fact, I didn't even know it existed, and Eincrow bought it for me. True, you know when you say a gift is like a good gift is like it comes as a surprise to the recipient and is really appreciated? This is actually some quality gifting, Eincrow. I think it's the second time he pulls off a pretty good surprise, but in particular this one is like, whoa, you'll see later. Even Eincrow, if you're watching, you'll be surprised. And is this VR education? I think this was like a Kickstarter thing, and they had gotten like criticized. Really? Is this what they intended on doing? Because they did a pretty good job. Oh. There we go. I've already seen this and it took me by surprise again. This is, by the way, another title that gives you a VR all over the... a VR first time all over again. It gives you a fucking VR first time all over again. It is amazing. Just that transition where the room fades out and you see the moon just, oh. And I had the same type of reactions when I first got the hits. This is why I gotta bitch about the controllers again. Why impose just surround the thing with bullshit that just isn't necessary. Let the technology do it. Come on, free it from the shackles. Shit. One criticism I could address of this title so far is the plentiful forced camera motion. For some reason, this one doesn't affect me because it's vertical. There's very little yaw to it, and there's almost no. Actually, there's almost no yaw. There's very little straff, is what I was looking for. And it's mostly up and down. And I recognize the shoreline. That is, like, the Florida shoreline is pretty much iconic to me because I fly to the state very often. And it looks very similar the whole way down, right? It's just, you recognize everything. Holy shit. I had to fucking back up my chair. I was gonna fucking slam into that rocket. It was just really big. Ah, that's all fuel. Imagine getting on board that. You had, these guys got on board this, you realize. Like, hey, bungee jump or go parachuting around. These guys are crazy. These guys take real fucking dares. This is a real fucking dare right there. We just filled this thing with high pressure fuels. You wanna board it? You only get a small tiny room up top.
I thought,
okay, one thing, scales, they look very short, these guys, and tiny. His head is smaller than mine. Like, if I look at the floor is at the height where I am right now, and I'm seated, so the scale is a little off. Maybe to make it easier for them to develop the scene, I don't know, but because I know working with immense scales is difficult with Unity sometimes, but this, it's close enough. I'll give him that. It's close enough for the experience I'm getting. And that rocket looked huge. If it's any downscaled, man, that thing was fucking large. Oh yeah, this is cool. Okay, let's do a little quick recenter. I can see the tower from here. I can see you guys. What's up? And all of a sudden, by the way, everything looks fine in scale. So it's a little weird. It looks like it adapted from scene to scene.
Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized.
Trying not to challenge my positional too much. If I go too far here, it's, yeah, it freaks out a little bit.
In the countdown, guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence at 8.9 seconds. We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo 11 mission.
60-second mark, I believe I heard.
Seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting.
65. You ready, guys? We're apparently going to the moon. I'm gonna make you a little promise here before we lift off. First, we're gonna try to make it in one piece, and second, this is a pretty long experience, so I'm probably gonna do other videos on it, because it's stereo 3D productions friendly. Allows you to capture in stereoscopic 3D without image warp, so I don't have to apply any filters on this. It's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna make other videos of this. I'm actually do it in multiple parts. I want to call it a Let's Play, but it's not quite a game, more than an experience, but there is some gameplay. You'll see, it's very cool. Okay, here we go. You're gonna see the tower move.
Ignition sequence start.
Oh.
6, 5.
LVSM, this won't do justice. Oh shit, look at the fire.
1, 0. All engine running.
Here we go.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
That is awesome.
2 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
You bet, man. This is not doing justice to a rocket ride. I can feel speed for some reason because of the side windows, but I don't feel the G-force at all. But I do feel an acceleration, like kind of like in the car sim, which surprises me. That I'm not seeing much outside, but the shake and the passing clouds is just enough to make me feel like I should be leaning back. This is very cool, and there's particles now in the cabin. I could swear there's a haze in the cabin. That's fucking awesome. Oh! Just like when you're in a plane, so that's probably where we are now. We're not yet at rocket altitude. 10 miles. 10 miles downrange, or?
Oh, Houston, you're good at 1 minute.
10 miles.
Downrange 1 mile, altitude 3, 4 miles now.
4 miles. Altitude. Oh, we're not high.
195 feet per second.
Oh shit.
11 Houston, thrusters go. All engines, you're looking good. Roger, you're loud and clear, Houston.
This is so cool. I told you, I'm happy with my DK2.
Maximum dynamic pressure now. 11 Houston, your guidance is converged. You're looking good. Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second.
4 times the speed of sound.
Mode 1, Charlie.
So that's my speed, okay?
Mode 1, Charlie. 1, Charlie. Cliff Charlesworth taking a staging status. This is Houston, you are go for staging.
Staging.
Tower's gone. Roger, tower.
I should have really worn headphones. It's okay, I'll have the soundtrack after. I'll get to see, because that sounded good, even from the speakers. See, even motion controllers couldn't allow me to just flick that pen over with my finger. If we're going to do motion controls, we need something that's like leap motion, but a perfect leap motion. Probably gloves and trackers and everything, so I could just... You guys, you sure you don't want to... I can't do this. You can grab the pen before he gets into circuits? No? Oh, okay. I can feel it now. Look what they... This is rough. To the developers, if you plan on making updates or changes, this is something that has to go away. I'm a hardened VR veteran, and this is a hard scene to take. You're yawing, rolling, and pitching me at the same time. Pretty hard too. Look at this, a nice swoop. I'm leave it running. You know what? I'm gonna leave it running because this is... I like the visuals. I'm kind of enjoying it, but I'm telling you, beginners won't enjoy this. This is hard on the VR legs of anyone. Ah, yeah, cool. Okay, so we're doing the deorbit burn now. And because the way it works is I think you go around Earth once, maybe even more, to get speed, and then they just slingshot themselves out with a... At the end of one rotation, they just light the engines, and it gains so much fucking speed from the gravity assist of our own planet. Okay, look at this. The Oculus option probably doesn't have this because no. So SteamVR, even though you force us to buy this stuff, at least you allow the developer to offer the control method they want. Pretty sure Oculus are imposing developers to remove keyboards. And then they give them some bullshit excuse. Okay, this is difficult, and I'm going to try to be heroic and give you the best performance possible. And thank God I got my preferred control method because it is really difficult. Pitch up, down arrow keys or WA keys, accelerate spacebar, arrow keys, and decelerate spacebar. Here we go. Are you ready? This is not easy. Alright, so I have to believe, if I recall properly, I pitch up to start. Okay. Do I have the module? Do I see? Hello, sexy. Jeez, that model is huge because it has no depth right now. It's far and it's huge. Oh, the moon. Holy shit. The fuck is my module? Oh, there we go. Okay. How did that work? Wait a minute. Why do we split away from what we're I don't get it. I absolutely don't fucking get it. This is quite an amazing scene, by the way. It was difficult at first because I had no idea which way to pitch. But now I sort of figured it out. And then I had no idea what to line up the target with. It's not obvious unless you know. Oh shit, I'm already... Okay, and another thing that bothers me that they do is they flip the keys. Like at first it controls like an airplane. If I press down, the nose goes up, and if I press up, the nose goes down. But now it's reversed because it's in correction mode. And up is up and down is down, and that really confuses me, and even right now I may actually sometimes press the wrong key.
8 meters. 6.
Oh shit, I fucked it up, you see?
5 meters.
Ah, shit. I fucked it up. Damn it. Oh, okay. Alright. See, I told you, it's actually hard. I get the alignment right, but you gotta get everything right. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna try to leave outtakes if they're not too lengthy. If I start like getting in a get stuck loop, then we're gonna do this differently. But I'm gonna try to leave the outtakes just as long as I don't have too much trouble doing this. Last time, once I figured out everything, it didn't go that badly, so I don't think I'm gonna be stuck here for too long. Easy. Easy does it. Whoa. I am not pitching.
10 meters.
Give myself a little more speed.
6. 5 meters. 3.
Fuck, I lost
2
my-
meters. 1 meter.
Got it.
And
Yeah! And duck a spaceship with a keyboard. To everyone their control method. I would have done terrible with a gamepad here. That shit is, because it's the exact same thing as the real thing. They have, in the shuttle, when they aligned the telescope to grab it, when they did STS-125, they're using fucking thrusters. Like, one at a time, like, up, down, left, right. And it's 1 or 0. There's no nuance on it. So this was awesome. Look at these little thrusters. Speaking of, you see how they work? You press a button, and they fire in a certain attitude.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Roger, Houston, Apollo 11, go ahead. Roger, could you give us some comments on how the transposition and docking went, over?
Now everything works properly. So there's the lander, and this is the moon. And one thing, first time I saw this one, the one thing I can say about this moon model is that it is absolutely convincing. And you can tell, even though it looks fucking ginormous, that it's actually smaller than Earth. It feels smaller than what I saw of Earth earlier.
Roger, thank you.
Man, it is dark when it is dark. Holy shit, that is some real space darkness.
Eagle, Houston, would you have Columbia go to the high gain, yaw 0, pitch?
Oh, look at the thing yawing. That's so cool. It's just crabbing. Or maybe it's my camera moving. I don't know, because that thing's so big that I can't tell if I'm moving up or down right now. Only like this, right? Because this is fucking huge. You only notice you're going down when you're about to crash, and you're like, oh. Speaking of crashing, here comes something that was quite challenging the first time around again.
Apollo 11, Houston, we are go for undocking, over.
This is harder than piloting a helicopter. I'm gonna pull myself forward a little bit and do a little right-click recenter. There we go.
Roger, how does it look?
I want to slide off the camera there too often. I know it happens sometimes that I'm almost like not visible anymore, but Christ, I'm immersed in my little world. I don't know what the camera's seeing. Like I spoke earlier about the stigma of what you look like. I don't really care, so I am sorry for the fact that you can't see me at all times on frame. Oh, this is so cool. These might have been a little miniaturized, by the way.
We have a DOI pad and a PDI pad.
It's really hard to tell right now because that moon is so big that my just scale algorithm in my head is like, we don't understand. It looks like the moon's really close because it's so huge, but it's far right now. It's still pretty damn far. It's 86 miles down, I think. Pay attention here. Pay attention. Mercedes. Curve a little more. I need to see the front leg. Okay, this is my favorite position here. This probably looks weird on camera, but got no choice. Easy, easy.
Altitude 4200.
Houston, you're go for landing, over. Forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm holding the space bar. Try doing it like this. Hey, hey, hey.
Base 75 feet. That's looking good, down and a half. Down and a half.
Damn it. Come on. It's forward I want to go, damn it. And I'm unclear on if I have any fuel left. Okay, I might actually do this. Okay. No, 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 no.
Down 2.5.
No, I'm too far. I'm not gonna get this one. Fuck. That's not where I want to touch down, but I'll do it anyways and see if they accept it, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. No. Did not pass, did not pass. Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn it. Worst is, my approach was really, really good. It's at the last minute I sort of missed my slowdown. I'll try to actually carve it a little more this time. Just try to avoid fucking overshooting the area. It's more important to arrive slowly. See, this time I might just get to use a little less throttle. What's my pitch? My pitch is just down enough. You see, that's the thing I keep fucking up. It's really hard to tell what your attitude is in this thing because I think it's leaned some kind of way. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I'm not skipping to the cinematic. This is way too cool. Even though it's difficult, it's way too cool. Quick. Well, maybe not, but... Hey, no slowing down. Come on, move. This is master caution for what? I think I've been, because I didn't change the attitude, so I might have initiated another.
Altitude 1600.
Come on, move. See, it stops. I don't know why it stops advancing completely. If you try to do it smoothly, it doesn't let you.
1400 feet, still looking very
Look
good.
at my pitch. Looking too bad. I think I've been almost braking the whole time. There we go. I give it a little boost here. Yeah, I think I've been sort of decelerated because now I just saw my pitches getting it all fucking wrong again. There we go. When my window is lined up with the horizon, I probably have the right pitch. I want to see that front left leg sort of line up with the landing site. I just try to imagine a diagonal line between me and that landing site. Still not sure on that alarm. Okay, so I just keep going forward. That angle is good. I like the angle. I also don't want to dwell here. I'm gonna give it a little more angle. A little more angle. I have to keep moving forward. Alright. little less angle now. Oh, maybe too much.
540 feet down at 30, out of 15.
Whoa, wrong.
Down at 9. 200 feet down, 3.5. Down and a half. 30 seconds over. Up forward, just down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down, 5.5 down. 100 feet, 3.5 down, 9 forward. Okay, 75 feet. Start looking good, down and a half.
Fuck, not this again. No. And now it stops giving me thrusters. Okay, there we go. There we go.
40 feet down, 2.5.
There we go. Whoa, easy.
Okay,
I got it! Yes! Damn, this shit's hard. This is harder than flying a helicopter with a joystick in, wow.
We copy you down, Eagle. Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
This was harder than flying a helicopter with a mouse.
The surface about 1 or 2 inches. Although the surface appears to be
This is not like your house.
very
Not like you're away from your house or you're away from your hometown or your country. This is... You are not standing on your existence. Your existence is, like the guy said earlier, that's about the size of a fucking fingernail.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Whoa. Let me recenter here a second. They freaked out there.
Surface is fine and powdery. I can pick it up loosely with my toe. It does.
You imagine, eh?
In fine layers.
I heard that.
Like powdered charcoal.
You hear a guy who just entered somewhere never been before and he feels like... I'm seeing something right now. I should probably mention it because no one knows what I'm seeing right now because I've never been here. So he's so descriptive.
Footprints of my boots and the treads and the fine sandy particles. Yeah, this is Houston. We're copying.
And Houston is like, okay, you talked about, okay. But Armstrong's like, no, I'm gonna keep telling you exactly what's going on right now. Look at this.
It's even perhaps easier than the simulations of 16G that we performed in various simulations on the ground.
Yes, look at this. Look at this. Not only does this run the keyboard and mouse, look. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. You see, this wouldn't have worked with the gamepad for me. I can't do that. I can't fucking free roam with a gamepad. That's not first person. Okay, so I press space once and then space again and I can teleport there. I won't need that though. I much rather enjoy walking there. Now, I'm not paying attention to what they're saying right now or what the mission is, mostly because I will stop here. And we're gonna do another video of this later on. But this is a really, really good experience that for me came out of nowhere. Oh, and check this out. If I stand here, I can't see the stars. But if I lift my head, my eyes adjust. And I see the stars. Because apparently it wasn't just about the cameras. The ground is so fucking bright that even human eyes had problems balancing between the brightness of the stars, which are very dim, and the brightness of the ground. So every time you look at the ground, you sort of see black. And then you lift your head and you start seeing the stars again.
Making sure not to lock it on my way out.
Dude, look, this guy's having fun. I can't jump though. I can teleport with my spacebar. I can't jump. I don't know if they... Oh, there we go. Control.
Did not leave a crater of any size. It has about 1 foot clearance on the ground. We're essentially
Woohoo!
a level place here.
Oh, it's a small jump. Can I do shift control to get a bigger jump? Can we get a bigger jump going? Anyways, at least there's a jump. Alright, so I'm going to continue this at a later date. And I thought it was a great way to wrap up a very negative video. Because you come here for viewing enjoyment, and that's what you're supposed to get in the end. So I did need to voice my deep concerns. And I do mean everything is said, that I believe VR is in deep trouble right now, especially Oculus. Especially Oculus Rift, they are in trouble. If they're gonna do these things, or if someone is making them do these things, Microsoft, their demise will be rapid. That's all I can say. There's no accepting this kind of crap. Pretty sure that this is gonna be a complete and total failure. Like everything Microsoft touches. I haven't changed my version of Windows in 2 generations. I'm still using Windows 7. So you know something's very wrong. Or for the first time ever, you don't find any need whatsoever to update Windows for 2 generations. Hey, you can tell me Windows 10 is new, but it's been out for a year. Wow. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm glad to end on a positive note. Using my keyboard and my mouse to control a fucking first-person experience, is it that hard to ask? Beautiful, beautiful, very, very lovely. And by the way, I would recommend this title if you have a DK2 or a Vive. If you manage to get your Vive, get that shit. That's it. And well, look for me to be demoing stuff with Vive and SteamVR, and possibly borrowing the headset to do. Because I do know that Oculus and P-Cars right now are kind of in bed together. They don't have SteamVR support. So I'd borrow an Oculus to play some more P-Cars, and that uses a steering wheel, which is that's a very exclusive scenario where obviously using a steering wheel makes it all that much more realistic. A gamepad never really is realistic under any conditions. Okay, so, wow. Just look at this. We're gonna see more of this. We're gonna find out what happened on the moon, folks. I really hope you enjoyed, and let's all band together and let Oculus know that this bullshit is not gonna fly. See you, folks. Thanks for watching.
Very pretty out here.